I want to end by telling you a poem that was written by John Greenleaf Whittier, who was one of the famous American poets. He did most of his writing in the middle of the 1800s. And this is a poem called Maud Muller, which he wrote or published in 1846. And the poem is about a rich young judge who was riding his horse out in the country. And he meets this poor young girl who is raking hay. And he reins in his horse and they talk to each other. They had never seen each other before and they would never see each other again. But they had a surreal moment out in the countryside to where they talked to each other. And the judge thought to himself, what a beautiful young lady. And she thought to herself, what a handsome young man. But he had duties to perform, and so did she. So after 30, 40 minutes conversation, they went back to their separate lives. And if you read the poem, it talks about the judge, and as he grew up, as he married a woman out of duty rather than love, and as his life became very full but very boring and monotonous at the same time, he would sit by himself on occasion and he would think back to that young lady that he had talked with years before and wonder, just wonder, what if? And then it tells a verse or two of the young lady who married out of duty and not love, who had several children and lived the life of a farmer's wife, and it was a tough life. And it would basically take her, when she had moments to herself, that she would stop and think about the handsome young judge and the conversation they had that day long ago. And she would ask herself the question, what if? And it's a beautiful poem. You ought to, if you get some time, look it up and read it. It's called Maud Muller, M-A-U-D-M-U-L-L-E-R, by John Greenleaf Whittier. But here's how it ends, and this is what I want you to leave you with. Here's the last verse. As both of these people have lived their lives, and really both of them had wished they had lived a different life than the one they led. This is what it leaves them with. Alas for maiden, alas for judge, for rich ripener and household drudge. God pity them both, and pity us all, who vainly the dreams of youth recall. For of all sad words of tongue and pen, the saddest are these, it might have been. Laziness will steal your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. Laziness will steal your relationships. Laziness will steal your future. And my prayer for you as young people who have almost all of your life ahead of you is that one day you will not be sitting as an old man or an old woman looking back and thinking it might have been. Don't let laziness rob you of your future.